AAAShop warrants that any AAAShop branded and custom-built computer systems made by AAAShop to your specifications which you purchase under a contract CBS will be free from material defects in materials, workmanship and design for a period of 1 year, or, subject to an additional charge, a further stated period, from its date of delivery CBS warranty period. This warranty does not apply to the extent of any non-conformance which is caused by or results from a. use of the CBS product contrary to AAAShop's and or the manufacturer's documents, instructions or manuals. B. Incorrect installation of the CBS product. C. Modification, repair or alteration of the CBS product by any party other than AAAShop. D. Damage to the CBS product caused by you and or external forces. And or E. Your act, fault or negligence. This warranty becomes void and unenforceable if you, or any other person, makes any attempt to investigate the internal components of any part of the hardware comprised in the CBS product. If, during the CBS warranty period, you notify AAAShop in writing of any defect or fault in the CBS product as a result of which the CBS product does not conform to the warranty in Clause 16.1, AAAShop will, at AAAShop's sole discretion, do one or more of the following. A. Use reasonable commercial efforts to correct any such non-conformance. Or B. Provide you with an alternative means of accomplishing the desired performance. Or C. Refund any price paid by you for the order value of the non-conforming element of the CBS product provided that you supply all information, cooperation and assistance as may be necessary to assist AAAShop to resolve the defect or fault, including sufficient information to enable AAAShop to recreate the defect or fault to the fullest extent permitted by applicable law and subject to the terms of this agreement. The remedy set out in this Clause 16.2 constitutes your sole and exclusive remedy for any breach of the warranty set out in Clause 16.1. Despite Clauses 16.1 and 16.2, AAAShop does not warrant and or undertake that your use of a CBS product will be uninterrupted or error-free and or that there are no minor defects in the CBS product or that AAAShop will correct all errors in the CBS. AAAShop owns any replaced CBS products or any parts or components removed from a CBS product during its repair. The warranty in this Clause 16 does not apply to components or parts incorporated into a CBS product by you or any party other than AAAShop. This Clause 16 does not affect your rights under the European Community, certain aspects of the Sale of Consumer Goods and Associated Guarantees Regulations 2003 or the Sale of Goods Act 1893. You accept sole responsibility for the selection of the specifications of the CBS to achieve your intended results. AAAShop will comply with its returns policy, the warranty given in Clause 16, where applicable, and its legal statutory obligations in relation to repairs, replacements and refunds, including those under the Sale of Goods Act 1893 and the European Community, certain aspects of the Sale of Consumer Goods and Associated Guarantees Regulations 2003. When returning products, you are asked to comply with AAAShop's returns policy, and this is a requirement for non-consumers. You are required to return products to AAAShop, at your sole cost and risk, in order to exercise any rights under our returns policy. If you return products to AAAShop, A. Because you have sought to cancel a contract in accordance with Clause 8 within the cooling-off period, AAAShop will consider the circumstances and will notify you if you are entitled to a refund within a reasonable period of time in accordance with its legal obligations. Or B. For any other reason, AAAShop will consider the circumstances and will notify you of its decision in relation to your rights within a reasonable period having regard to your statutory rights and AAAShop's returns policy. AAAShop will usually provide a repair or replacement where required to do so in accordance with this Clause 17 as soon as reasonably practicable, unless AAAShop, acting reasonably, considers this as impossible or disproportionate. AAAShop will return repaired or replaced products which fall within the ambit of the warranties and your rights in Clause 17.1 at AAAShop's expense. If you are entitled to a refund or reduction in the price, AAAShop will usually return any money to you using the same method originally used by you to pay for the purchase. AAAShop will usually process a refund or reduction due to you as soon as possible and, in cases where you exercise your right of cancellation under Clause 9, within 30 days of the day AAAShop received notification of cancellation, subject to receipt of the returned product. If you return a product to AAAShop which falls outside the ambit of the warranties and your rights in Clause 17.1, AAAShop will notify you of this and will return the product to you at your sole cost and risk, and you will be liable to pay AAAShop for the time incurred by AAAShop in inspecting the product in accordance with our returns policy, and any charges incurred by AAAShop as a result of your failure to initially deal directly with the manufacturer in accordance with its instructions. AAAShop offers, at its discretion in each case, a repair service where it uses reasonable commercial endeavors to repair products returned to it which are not covered by the warranties and your rights referred to in Clause 17.1. AAAShop will agree with you in advance a charge for any such services if you wish to avail of them. AAAShop asks that you obtain an RMA number for any returns by completing an RMA form in accordance with our returns policy. Any product returned by a non-consumer to AAAShop without a valid RMA number will be left in AAAShop's warehouse for collection by you and, if not collected within 30 days of its receipt, subsequently disposed of as AAAShop sees fit. AAAShop is not responsible in any way whatever for any product returned by a non-consumer without a valid RMA number. This clause does not affect your statutory rights. Shop's liability. A. In respect of death or personal injury caused by AAAShop's negligence or breach of duty. B. In respect of fraud or fraudulent misrepresentation. C. Arising by virtue of the Liability for Defective Products Act 1991. And or. D. Which cannot be limited or excluded pursuant to applicable law, is not in any way excluded or limited by this agreement despite any other provision of this agreement. If you are dealing as a consumer, nothing in this agreement excludes any conditions implied pursuant to Sections 12, 13, 14 and 15 of the Sale of Goods Act 1893 and or your rights under the European Community's certain aspects of the sale of consumer goods and associated guarantees Regulations 2003. The products which AAAShop sells are generally products manufactured by third parties. Subject to Clause 18.1 and 18.2, any products or part of them, as the case may be, including without limitation, any intellectual property comprised in the products supplied to you by AAAShop pursuant to this agreement which were manufactured by a third party carry only the warranty if any of the relevant third-party manufacturer, and you are only entitled to the benefit of that warranty to the extent that AAAShop has the power to pass through the benefit of such third party's warranty to you. AAAShop, subject to clauses 18.1 and 18.2, excludes all terms, conditions, warranties and representations, whether expressed or implied by statute or common law, to the fullest extent permitted by applicable law including, without limitation, all terms, conditions, warranties and representations implied by Section 38 of the Sale of Goods and Supply of Services Act 1980 and Sections 12, 13 and 14 of the Sale of Goods Act 1893 but not in any case that implied pursuant to Section 11 of the Sale of Goods Act 1893. AAAShop, subject to Clause 18.6, is responsible for any direct losses you suffer which were reasonably foreseeable to both you and AAAShop when a contract for the sale of products by AAAShop to you was formed in accordance with this agreement, subject to a maximum amount which shall be no greater than the amount paid by you for the relevant product. AAAShop, subject to Clause 18.1 and 18.2, is not liable or responsible for any of the following, whether arising directly or indirectly and irrespective of whether it was advised of the possibility of them in advance. A. Loss of actual or anticipated profits or loss of sales. B. Loss of business opportunity, investment or customers. C. Loss of actual or anticipated revenue or savings. D. Loss of, damage to, or reduction in value of, goodwill or reputation. E. Loss of, or loss of use of, or damage to, any software or data or equipment including computer equipment. F. Loss and or liabilities arising under or in relation to any other contract. And or. G. Economic, consequential, exemplary, punitive, special, or incidental damages or losses. Each of the sub-clauses contained in this Clause 18 is capable of surviving separately and independent of each other. You acknowledge and agree that the price payable by you to AAAShop in respect of products are based upon the assumption that AAAShop's liability is limited and/or excluded in the manner set out in this Clause 18 and this agreement, and that such limitation or exclusion is fair and reasonable, taking into account the value and price of the products and your ability and right to source the products elsewhere or not to purchase them.